I'm fitting the score next. My chair's all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hitting with strong flex. I'm official like a rep, trying not to get it attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make you watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a bossmith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a FanDuel. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN.
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing, that it's your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sharp, counting a foul.
Yo, I want to say thank you. It's 2 games left. Nets fans is the best fans. Been rocking this entire time. I appreciate you. What can I say? All of the subscribers. I was seeing a video I did, a live I did like 4 months ago. I had 100 less subscribers then till now. And I want to say thank you to the new subscribers and the day ones too. Thank you to all of the subscribers that's helping me build this page. Shout out to all of the content creators that pull up and show love. We out here, be doing the work. And it's fun, man. But this is a tough season, and y'all rock with me the entire season, so I want to say thank you. You know what I mean? The Nets got 25 wins, you know what I'm saying? We got 2 more games versus Atlanta and the Knicks. And it just seemed like, you know what I mean? It's a tough season. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough season. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to hit y'all with a commercial real quick.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN, Back in the day, J-Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a jam squad. D-Lo with the dribble drive in.
My fault. I'm back. But yo, man. Yo, Leak, stop it, man. Listen, man. All I know is that was then, this is now. You know what I mean? We got our own draft picks. And it's about that time. I don't think we get a 6th pick. Everybody's trying to say we should lock in at 6. I ain't with it. I don't think that we should do it. I don't think we should worry. I think the Brooklyn Nets should watch Big Fan Breezy podcast. See, like, yo, he really keeping it real with us for real. Like, think about what he's saying. Like, we should get the first pick. Why would we get the first pick? Everything, it don't have to be narrative. It just could be who's the better player for the team. You know, there's a lot of Cooper Flag narratives. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's the business of basketball. I get it, but does he fit the Brooklyn Nets? Yes. Does Ace Bailey fit the Brooklyn Nets? Yes. Dylan Harper? Yes. But then you got, you know what I'm saying, some fans saying, I think I was kicking it with PSPN. He was like, Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey couldn't even get to the tournament or something like that. That's all I need to know about them. I was like, damn. But or something like that. I don't know if I said it exactly how he said it, but I think he didn't at the end say that they were good players. I mentioned all that to say we got something coming up too. Tomorrow we doing a podcast. It's gonna be me, PSPN, Jay, and 300 pounds of sports talk, something like that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about. We gotta be doing something tomorrow. You know what I mean? We're gonna be talking about the playoffs, so pull up for that. That's gonna be interesting. If y'all want to do collabos with me, y'all, I'm easy to reach. I already know that. Just hit me in the Twitter inbox, IG inbox. I'm gonna be with it more times than not. I know how I do. I love the work. I love the game. I can't leave the game. shout out to other Nets fans. We the best fans. What up, Ice?
Yo, what's good?
I'm just thanking the fans, man. Thanking all the content creators. Thanking I don't have a real title for the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing up, thanking all of the subscribers, all of the people that leave comments, all of the content creators like you, all of the that I follow on Twitter. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I be trying to tell y'all too, is that, you know, I follow these other content creators. It's not like they just be pulling up, showing up love on my page. Like, they know me for showing love to the stuff on like Twitter, but it just is what it is. You know, platform to platform. You know, Ice, he's heavy on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I mainly be on YouTube. You know what I mean? I want to kind of expand my social media presence, if you will. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, listen. Thank you. 2 more games. This is a tough season. We got 2 more games, so it's not over. But I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Tony Tom, BC, Leak Bremer, even though he be trolling all the time. He did pull up on the panel. I remember that. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel always be like the first one in the chat. Not really today, because Ice was the first one on the panel. I mean, in the chat. My fault. But but the panel though. That's what I meant. But go ahead though, Ice. Talk to us, man. Throw your link in the chat too, man. Shout out to Close, man. Ice, what up, Ice? You there?
Yo, I'm back. My Wi-Fi was acting up for a second.
You still there?
I appreciate the follows and the love. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm surviving. I'm holding on, hanging on strong. Net fans going through rough terrain, all kind of weather conditions. We started talking less about the game when Schroeder and all of these players got traded. We just talking about the draft, and we just so anxious about the draft. And it's like, you know, I pay attention, like a lot of the same fans, like, you know, this is a core. People subscribe. Even me, I keep it real. I subscribe. Everything I subscribe to, I'll be watching it every day. I subscribe to you. Got good content. I'm an easy subscriber guy. You know what I mean? I'm not tough like that. Like if you got some good content, I see it. It'd be one time. I'll subscribe to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't be like contemplating, like, should I? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just go for it. You know what I mean? But teach his own. I understand. You can't just subscribe to everything. I'm not a subscribe whore. You know what I'm saying? I'm the point in my language. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going around clicking subscription buttons. Like, just is what it is.
Yeah.
Shout to all of the subscribers, man, that tune into the content. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is why I'm here. I'm thanking y'all. This is what the show is about. The show is about thanking y'all, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, we probably could talk about other stuff. What y'all want to talk about? Throw something in the chat. What y'all want to talk about? You feel what I'm saying? I'm here thanking y'all. So tell me what y'all want to hear from me and Ice. And we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Let's chat it up.
I'm petty right now. All I want to talk about is how Mikal Bridges lost the ball. And you know what I mean? With the bag, and Carmelo Anthony was like, "Oh, look at this nigga here, traded off all of these picks and this nigga."
Yeah, I ain't even seen
you can't
that. I
say
heard all
it,
about it.
so I'm just saying, man.
I mean,
I seen it. I tuned in for the losses, yes. And again, I didn't know they were gonna lose. I knew it was going to OT, so I say, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll lose.
Right.
I'm funny like that. Pause.
Oh,
So
we know.
I tune into the game. And Cat gets the ball from the inbounds play. Finds Mikal Bridges because Mikal Bridges was open on that 3-point line when Cat passed it to him. It was a good pass. And he just juggling out there. But anyway, shout out to the Leaf 4788. Subscribe to Leaf 4788. When I say Nets fans is the best fans, I be talking about Leaf. I be talking about Ice. Leaf be pulling up, throwing super chats. I don't ignore that. That's nothing to sneeze at. He be pulling up, even if it's just his handle, it's still a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, content creators don't be doing that. I done been on other pages. I wasn't throwing no super chats, so it's all up. You feel what I'm saying? So as I show appreciation, to the chat and content creators, I gotta show love to Leaf because he's a big supporter of my show. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the same for his show. I was on it earlier, but I couldn't stay long. You know what I'm saying? I was on my way to work, honestly. But yeah, shout out to Leaf, man. What up, Leaf?
What's good, bro? I was just hawking my day, bro, because people was trying to tell me, of course, easy trying to deflate me about this goofy shit about the NBA ain't have a hand in that motherfucking that Denver Nuggets shit, bro. If you go to the article, the leader of sports and entertainment, his name is Cronky. I don't know his first name. His last name is Cronky. If you go to his job title is the governor of the league front office. Most of these teams, bro, most of them small market teams, bro, they owned by conglomerates. They owned by whole conglomerates. They ain't just owned by the owner of like multiple franchise of a baseball team and a hockey team and shit like that. They owned by conglomerates.
The first
Somebody
time,
higher up. So
the,
so
yeah.
basically the story is somebody higher up. They didn't like how Mike Malone was just sticking out his chest after that championship win because you know how coaches is. They believe, bro, like once they win a championship, they
We ain't
believe it
gotta
was.
win the game. We gonna lose forever. I got y'all first NBA championship walking in.
Yeah, yeah,
Walking in,
and
picking up
that
pen
and
too.
exactly, but they didn't like they nobody in that front office was liking how Mike Malone was basically sticking his chest out or about the championship. Players was getting lackadaisical, all types of shit. He didn't like how Jamal Murray came into the season. All types of things, bro. Like so Joker didn't have no hand in this. Joker hands is clean in this, just to let y'all know. So like this is all in the article. It's all over ESPN, Shams, whoever you want to go to.
But no, but Leaf,
Joker hand is clean in
but hold
this.
on, Leaf. Let's slow it down because I want to ask you and Ice this question, and this is what I'll be trying to say. It takes a certain engine to want to win it after you already won it. Now they mad at Mike Malone, right? But
Right.
Mike Malone brought them their first NBA championship. He gonna walk around with that air. He gonna walk around some type of way. So my thing is the same way y'all might ask Mike Malone to work with their personalities as players, at being the coach to the players, work with his personality. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't there, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just,
Right.
you know what I
But
mean? I'm
but
not
but
even
but to give you the rest of the scoop, Mike Malone was feeling exactly how you were saying, bro. Come on, bro. I bought this team their first NBA championship, and basically the front office was like, "No, you didn't bring a damn thing, bro. We just so happened to have a nigga that on the team that got 30, that could average 30, 10, and 10. He's
that
one of the
part.
reasons why, bro. That's the part. We just happen to have Jamal
Mhm.
Murray, who was averaging 32 and 8.
Mhm.
That's the part, bro. Like you didn't implement your style of coaching is what it's always been. You just
Jokic
so
could do
happen to
that with
be
any
here.
coach.
Yeah,
Jokic could.
that's basically, but basically that's basically what they told him in a nutshell to his face. You know what I'm saying? So like
So hold on, Leaf. Let's ask Ice. Let's ask Ice. Ice, do you think Jokic could do that with any coach, or what Mike Malone and Jokic had a relationship?
Nah, because every coach don't run the same style offense, and Sometimes you know what I mean. He's Joker, but sometimes they want to do some other shit. You know what I mean. Other coaches want you to do a different style of play. You know what I mean? We don't want you doing what you did in Denver. We want you to do this over here. So I don't, you know what I mean? He could put up numbers, but I think like if he got another coach, they might push him extra or they might cut him down less and be like more team, you know what I'm saying? More team scoring.
Yeah,
Like,
yo, Ice. I was listening to
Right.
Leaf podcast earlier, and it was easy saying that they wanted him to be able to free up the jump shooters. I was like, what? You mad at Jokic for having such again the space between under the 3-point line? It's like a lot of space to score the ball. Why are you mad that
right,
he can't get the shooters? Like, set up a different play with a different player. Like, why you gotta put him in every
Right.
offensive scheme? Like,
That's
let
the
him
same
do
thing
that.
I
You
was
see what I'm
saying.
saying? Like, damn, he gotta do every single thing. He already
yeah,
like an MVP candidate, a serious
right.
one.
That's the
Like,
same thing I was saying, but and to put it more in context, what you were saying about under the 3-point line, that team that won that championship, they not only did they shoot this, they tied for a championship lowest in the last 25 years to shoot the least amount of threes. They ran the most consistent 2-point offense, bro, in league history in the past 50, 70 years.
mhm.
70 years, bro. You could go back. The numbers speak to it. Plus minus speak to it. The efficiency rating and field goal percentage speak to it. KCP, Aaron Gordon, MPJ. MPJ was probably the only shooter. Jamal Murray and Joker. Dumb niggas operated inside the 3-point line in pick and roll situations. The
And pick
second that Joker got to the free throw line, floater, mid
right.
range. Everybody knew how that
Yeah,
so of course you're gonna think what worked before is gonna work again, but the thing is teams adjust. But this
different
is what
personnel.
yeah, different personality. This is what they was trying to get into Mike Malone head. Mike Malone was like, F that, man. I know what I'm doing, this, that, and the third, da 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 da. The GM, the GM who they said got fired didn't really get
Oh yeah,
fired. They
that's
just told him they
crazy.
just told him to
Both of
leave.
them?
Yeah,
Shit.
so basically it was higher ups that basically said, "Hey, listen, both of y'all niggas need to get the f up out of here, bro. Like, listen,
Mhm.
we could listen, we the Denver Nuggets, nigga. We ain't no damn Yankees and ain't no damn conglomerate, bro. Like, listen,
But
we
no,
we
no,
we
but you got to realize again. My thing is slowing it down because I want to say what I was going to say, but I want to add to what Leaf was saying before I get to that. Um, for one, player development means a lot, and for two, that conglomerate they got a say in the matter in a sense where Jokic could do that with any coach. You shouldn't be walking around with this air like this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. And I see they were really serious. Now, again, that's the small part of it because you know me, I want to get back to the Brooklyn Nets. If you don't know, Jordy Fernandez was there from 2016 to 2022, meaning he missed out on an NBA championship, then went to the Sacramento Kings and helped them get good. Say what you want, that's just my opinion. Now, that being said, him coming to the Brooklyn Nets, he has the knowledge that we have 0 championships. And I think because he missed that championship with the Denver Nuggets, he want his own NBA championship as a head coach. Maybe I'm just
I think he was with the Cavs the 2016 at the end of the 2016 year on their coaching staff, on their development staff. But I gotta look that up again. But I
yeah,
get what you're saying.
yeah,
I
but
get
you
what
see
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying? Like
But
his own head coaching, like he believe in
yeah.
himself.
Yeah, but just to get back to the story, so basically, just to put it all an end to it, bro, they basically Mike Malone and the GM that they quote unquote fired, they really just told the nigga to go home because they wasn't extending them, bro. Like they was both clashing ever since that he came in the door. Remind you, the GM came in the door the year of that championship, the year of that Denver Nuggets championship. He already came in the door. The year after that, he wanted to get rid of MPJ because MPJ was going didn't have another extension on the books, and they was gonna pay him the rest of the money for that contract, that boogie eating contract that he had, that was only 60% guaranteed, and he had incentives on it. So that the problem, so they was already clashing then because Mike Malone, he won his veterans. He didn't really give a damn about Christian Braun. Now, notice something about Christian Braun from that said year when they won, and notice something about him now. that player development shit that you were talking about, it worked with him because now he
Work with
10 times
who?
a better player than
Who's
what he
him?
was in that championship year
You said
with
him. Who work with him?
Christian Brown, the white
Christian
kid.
Brown.
Yeah,
Okay.
Christian Brown.
So you saying
So
that okay? So what about Holmes? You think they was mad at it and work with Holmes? Because I mean, well, he was like 11th pick, right?
Nah,
I think Holmes was
got
like
he got hurt. He
he
was
had
a
got hurt.
Yeah.
Holmes that got hurt. Najee, they didn't know what Najee was, but the GM wanted to go younger. The GM wanted to go younger because the GM was trying to help the front office save money with the younger pieces. These niggas wasn't getting paid no money.
right.
KCP wanted top dollar. Bruce Brown wanted top dollar. Jeff Green wanted top dollar. They all was all part of that championship team. They was all vets. The second that Bruce Brown asked for 40 million for 4 years, they was like, we can't do that shit, bro. We already got too many
Right.
niggas on the books.
But
Boom, 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 boom.
Listen. The truth is, as a franchise, they weren't wrong for it. But Brown wasn't wrong for taking that money. I knew it. I knew without a doubt. If you're a Nets fan, you knew he was taking that money. You know his story. It's all, I won't say it's all glory, but he came from Detroit because he got the look from KD. I heard the story. KD seen Brown say, yo, I'm saying this and that. KD made it happen. Case in point, got to the Brooklyn Nets, shined in the playoffs. On his resume, that looked good. Then he goes to Denver, wins the championship. Yeah, he got elbow room at the negotiating table. Case in point is he gonna take that 40 mil. When the dude was celebrating, like, yeah, he's gonna Bruce will be back. I was like, no, the fuck he not.
No, he not.
He definitely taking that big pay.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he take the big pay?
Hold on, Lee. Before you start back, Lee. Jordy was in the G League in he was in the G League for 2014 to 2016. He started.
I could have sworn he was on that Cavs staff.
Nah, he left 2013. We was talking about something else. I had looked it up myself too. Here you go, fella.
So like, right?
Yeah.
He was on the Cavs staff for the G League. He was coaching the G League Canton Charge assistants in 2014 and 2016. And I think maybe in the middle of 2016 he might have moved up to Denver.
No, it's right here. Ice. You see it? Cleveland 2009 to 2013. Canton. This is the G League team. Yeah, I'm talking about 2013 to 2016. And and to be specific, said Fernandez took an opportunity to join the Canton Charge in the NBA Development League as the top assistant coach. 1 year later, he became the head coach. Took him 1 year to become the head coach in that G League, just so we on the same page. 2016 to 2022, to the start of the 2016-2017 season, the Denver Nuggets added Fernandez to their coaching staff as an assistant coach. Fernandez was referenced in ESPN's annual report on potential coaching candidates to watch in April 2018. Players on the Nuggets roster spoke highly of Fernandez. Monte Morris said he's he's all about business guy. So there you have it.
Yeah, but to get back to the Nuggets situation, bro, they basically was telling Mike Malone, bro, like, yo, you didn't win shit. Like these players, bro, like they got talented, bro, like, and they did. Yeah, you was here for the long haul. Yeah, you was here. You the most winningest coach in Nuggets history with the past 8 seasons. In the past 5 years, you have a lot of wins. But let's be fair about it, bro. Like, it wasn't like you wasn't coaching. It wasn't like you was coaching circles around niggas, bro. Like, that's basically what they told him to his face. That's basically what the GM told him. That's basically what the governor of the front office told him. That's basically what the owner told him. So the owner and the governor basically own the Denver Nuggets with, like, that's the conglomerate of the Denver Nuggets. Them the two higher ups that got him and Calvin Booth up out of there. Calvin Booth, they just didn't want to extend him, so they just told that nigga to go home. That's what it was, because like the bickering back and forth between him and Mike Malone was getting out of pocket. They felt like Mike Malone was sticking his chest out a little bit too much. He was running his mouth too much and everything after that championship. Man,
you read this in an article?
Yeah, it's in the article,
but
but
running his mouth too much. Like, yo,
I'm paraphrasing, bro. Like, obviously, but Like most of the shit with Cronky and the owner and everything, and the back and forth between him and Calvin Booth is all in the regular ESPN article. You can basically connect the dots, bro, about how the shit went down, bro. I'm basically paraphrasing.
Hold on. Shout out to a kid named Jay. He said, hopefully we can get Mike Malone to Brooklyn in some sort of assistant role or advisor role. Yo, if Sean Marks pull this off, bro, I'm telling you right now, it's super duper lit. And that being said, I wouldn't even want to step on Jordy Fernandez's toes because I don't want Mike Malone to have a misunderstanding. Now, that being said, with Jokic and then calling Derek Queen Black Jokic, does it make sense for Derek Queen to be on this team? I don't know.
All I'm gonna say about Mike Malone is, bro, his days in the NBA is probably most likely over because don't nobody like the coach, like the coach that's gonna be sticking it, like putting his chest up out there and yelling at the player. They don't like that shit no more. You know how the NBA is today, bro. Like those coaches. Mike Malone style of coaching is more for back in the day, back in the 90s and shit, bro. If this was the 90s, he would have still been around. You know, like the head coaching jobs back then was solidified, bro. Like unless you was Phil Jackson and unless you was Phil Jackson and Jerry Krause and Jerry Reinsdorf didn't fuck with you, bro. Like that's the only way you was out the door.
Hold
you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, hold on. Let me say this to the chat. Again, this is fan appreciation. You see the title, Nets fans is the best fans. I'm thanking you guys. Whatever comments y'all put in the chat, I got y'all. I'm reading like damn near every comment. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's pertaining to the conversation. Like I'm not gonna read the comments where y'all going at each other and shit because I'll be seeing that happen. But if you know y'all talking about what we talking about, yeah, I'm trying to write y'all comment up. So this again, y'all made it through 79 games, 2 more games left, bro. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I was dead at 70, my nigga. Like that's all I was doing. Fuck the bullshit. But nah, basically everything I said about the league front office having a hand in this is 100% true. Kroenke is the head of sports and entertainment, and he's the league governor of the league front office, bro. He and the owners in conjunction, they made this decision to get both of these dudes up out of there. Mike Malone probably ain't gonna have another job in the league because he's been around low key since the 90s. I think his older brother or his pops was a part of that Pistons squad, the bad boy Pistons coaching staff back in the 80s with the legendary coach that they had. Forgot buddy name. Damn, it's gonna come up again. But right now, it's gonna be a wholesale on that Nuggets team next year, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like the same thing that's gonna. You thought the Memphis situation was bad. The Nuggets is about to have a wholesale. They about to break that shit up.
But that's the pity. If again, I see what Curry did for Golden State Warriors, and I'm thinking the same thing for Jokic in Denver. Like you don't and again, I think that's what they was probably said, like entertaining that. They probably said it like a joke, like, oh, you would trade Jokic, and they, oh yeah, I would trade Jokic because of this and that. They're like, ha ha, fire his ass. Nah, but I don't know what happened, you know what I mean? But I just know that you can't joke around trading Jokic. They serious about Jokic. You make any name about Jokic, you say anything close to the word Jokic, you got people attention. Him getting traded, you see what they happened with Dallas. Your boy Luka was crying. That's real. I
ain't gonna lie, that's real shit. I saw that. I wanted to speak about that tonight.
His eyes, bro, he was really crying, bro.
He was using that Gatorade towel a couple of times to hold back, bro. And I seen it when they put up the highlights and everybody in that arena, bro. That I ain't gonna lie, everybody showed up to see him, bro. They like, bro. In the first couple of minutes of the game, they was talking about fire Nico, bro. What they don't know is Nico was hired by the NBA to be put in place, bro. The same way that when the Cavs won a championship with LeBron, and that same general manager, his name is Dan Griffin, he got a job in New Orleans the very next year, bro. He sent AD to LeBron to help him out.
Hold on. Let me say this, bro. Listen, this is all I'm trying to say. We can't make that mistake. We cannot. That is impossible. What they did with Dallas, at Dallas, you're not supposed to let that happen. I don't care if you're friends with the other GM. That shit don't matter. I don't care if they got the quote unquote best player in the world ever or whatever you want to call it. I still don't care. The fan, again, I'm a big fan, so I could feel the big fans out there in Dallas. And I want to say to y'all, I don't want that for y'all. Y'all was supposed to have Luka. Y'all had Dirk. It's not like y'all culture, y'all fan base that don't feel that. Y'all had Dirk for a while long. Yeah, yo, he was one of the. If he's not the longest tenured player for a franchise, he's in the top 3. So that being said, they thought the same for Luka. He got the approval. He got the, you know what I'm saying, from Dirk. Dirk loved Luka, and for them to do that. Bro, yeah, it could be the NBA and all of that, but the fan divide from that, the business side, that shit, I'm not going to listen. The fans feel some type of way. They feel some type of way. I'm telling you,
the fan do feel some type of way.
Bro. And I land a plane saying this: we cannot make that mistake. Whoever we draft, Cam Thomas, or whoever else we draft, we cannot make that mistake. We have to invest in the right players that we draft and make it make sense. And again, when I say make it make sense, I mean when that time to sign them again after that 4 years, sign them again and give them that extension for 8 years or whatnot and see what we can do. Like, these teams aren't winning it in their first 4 years. I think Dwayne Wade, and again, even if you can name some shit, it's only a handful. If that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, give them 8 years to win it. Get a good draft pick. Don't be all willy-nilly in the free agency acting like it's cool to trade players. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Real shit.
Well, in terms of that, bro, like my thing is that what broke our team up, bro, was more inside government type shit. That had everything to do with governors and state officials and all that type of shit. That's what broke the nearest championship team that we had up, bro. So, as far as anybody we drafting that's gonna be on the trajectory of Luka, I say good luck, man, because these niggas.
I had to put Easy on timeout. He said trade Cam Thomas in the comments.
These niggas. Well, listen. I like I said, bro. Like, you ain't gonna hear nothing from me, bro, about what we need to do until May 12th, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say shit about it. I already said what I need to say. All I'm gonna say is this: in terms of, listen, we as far as fans to the NBA goes, bro. Listen, when the NBA come knocking, bro, like, listen, the Dallas Mavericks got hit by the long arm of the NBA. They got jammed up, bro. Like, literally at the 1 yard line, literally. So like they been wanted Luka to the Lakers, bro. It's just Mark Cuban wasn't budging on that shit. When you got somebody in the front office that's not budging on that, bro, like, then it's not gonna happen. Mark Cuban got in that dispute with Bitcoin, and then he got up out of there. That's when the NBA made their move. It was like, all right, yo, now we can move somebody up in that's gonna play ball. The same way they moved somebody into New Orleans to play ball, help AD get to the Lakers. It was Dan Griffin, bro. The league run all of this shit. When them small market franchises, bro, and they come in and they do shit, bro, that's who runs shit. You know what I'm saying? In order for us not to fall for that, bro, the people that's gonna run this franchise and run a successful team here, they can't fall under the long arm of the. They can't owe the league no favors. They can't owe anybody in the NBA front office no favors. Everybody got to look behind the scenes and figure out how this shit work. It was all set up, all of it. Everything that happened in Denver, Memphis, Dallas, it was all set up.
Listen, even if you're right about the business side of the basketball, the fans are robbed. You're robbing the fans. And again, this is what I'm saying about stop being greedy. The Lakers, they always get the good players. They get Magic Johnson, one of the best players out of college as a rookie. What Kareem was a number 1 pick. He was over there. He wasn't a draft pick, but case in point is he was there and he was playing together on the same team. These players, these franchises, they spoil you. The Brooklyn Nets have got nothing but they got fat while we starved. And I'm tired of it. They host a draft class at the Barclays. We always talk about what the Celtics did with Tatum and Brown. What about what we could do? I'm tired of talking about what other teams did with our draft picks. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I want to see what happened. I want to see us win. And it's possible. Don't pretend like it ain't.
Listen, look, before.
Hold on. I don't want to.
Yeah. My bad, Scott. What's going on?
Yeah, what up, Scott?
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
Chilling. Your visuals is dope. I can't hold you, bro.
Yo, Scott, you PC gaming?
Yeah, I PC game.
I can't do it, bro. Like I gotta get some more space, bro. Like I gotta get me like a real solid gaming PC before I do anything. Man.
You don't have to spend that much.
Likely said Clippers winning the championship this year. You believe that, Scott?
Hell no.
No, I don't believe that.
You scamming us, scam. Stop it.
Scamming us. Hey.
Big time scamming us. So yeah, Scott, did you talk about this Denver situation, bro? This bullshit that took place in the last 48 hours?
Yo, I wouldn't want to be a coach. I'll tell you that. Fuck that. That's real crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, man. My heart go out to Jordy, bro. For real. At any point, bro. Like that.
I'm scared that he only got
that nigga. Nick Nurse just won his 25th game and he still got a job. This shit is ridiculous.
Listen, Scott, never feel bad for those coaches who basically get guaranteed pay. They don't know. It's not like they don't know where their next check coming from. Like
that's
they gonna
true.
live
That is true. They getting paid.
Money is guaranteed. I bet you when we got fired, everybody, I did a live jumping for Joy. Jacques Vaughn got fired. He was somewhere ordering.
He's still getting paid.
Somewhere on a motherfucking hammock
with a coconut, sipping on a coconut.
I can't hail you over the hula hoop girls dancing over the music. You give a fuck about what no Nets fans are saying?
Yeah,
that money's guaranteed.
And that just goes to show you. Oh, damn! That just goes to show you, bro. Fans get robbed every day, B.
Nah, shit, man, I got fired from jobs I really needed to keep.
Come on, man, you can't do it. They can't do us like that.
Hey, bro, listen. If you ain't the trust fund babies of the NBA, bro, like the Celtics and the Lakers, they could give a shit about you. Win a championship on your own.
Listen, they got expansion teams that They got expansion teams that won it before the Nets. The Raptors and the Heat are two examples, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, bro, like what are we doing? Like, y'all can't just leave us out here. Why host it at the Barclays? Host it like
they host it at the Barclays because they don't want to spend no money going nowhere else. That's why.
Don't do us like that. Don't do us like that. And I heard
it's a fact, bro. You can look it up. I had to look it up myself.
Listen, but what I'm saying is it mean more got sentimental value for Big Fan Breezy. You know what I'm saying? You don't just have a draft here, have a special moment where players going to feel like, all right, this is where I'm gonna start my NBA career, and you know what I mean? And they go there and they play basketball. Like that happens through the Barclays. I cannot minimize it. I will be there probably outside of the Barclays because I'll be damned if I'm paying $1,500 to get in the building. They gotta let me in for free, yo. Listen, I do podcasts all the time, the whole season. If y'all let me and the guys in for free, if they let me in for free, I'll try to let the guys in for free. You know what I'm saying? Letting 4 guys in.
And my nigga Breezy out here praying for a brick right now, bro. You ain't getting in that building for free, bro. This nigga out here praying for a lick right now, bro. Like,
he putting his
this nigga putting his prayers in.
Yo, Scott, I put the leave. I remember we did the vlog where we show how much it cost to get in there that day.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I clicked that up too. I remember that too.
So that shit is crazy, man.
That's wild.
Yeah,
crazy as hell. Of course, that must get
crazy that you don't. I don't feel sad for him. He's still, like you said, he's still getting a check.
I bet you if you Google Jacques Vaughn right now, he's somewhere smiling. I bet you. But Mike Malone, do Mike Malone deserve that? I don't think so.
No, he don't deserve it, but
yo,
I mean, that's what I mean. I don't. What does it say? He do or don't deserve?
What did he say before the playoffs?
What did he say? What did you say he do or don't deserve? Mike Malone forgot what era this was, bro. Like according to the higher ups,
Well,
according
hold
to the
on. Could the
GM.
team hire him right before the playoffs? Could he be a coach for another NBA team right now?
I don't know. That's a
I
good
don't know.
question.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know
I don't
how
know
they.
neither.
I don't think
I don't
they
know.
have a
What
union
if,
or anything
I
like
don't,
that.
just any NBA team, that
I
guess
have
they
no
could.
idea.
is
I don't
important
think
for
they in
us.
a
We
union.
like
They're
What
Malone.
you
not
think?
union.
Memphis? What you think? So what you saying? Memphis gonna put? Nah, they do got a union. They got a union
Oh,
for
they
coaches.
do.
They just don't fight
Yeah.
for them niggas like that.
Oh, okay. All right, because they checks are guaranteed.
Yeah, they
Don't
get
have
that
to.
money.
Yeah, that was they fight. Yeah, checks is guaranteed. Yeah, they go your fight. Get your ass up out of here.
If they
Guaranteed
let
check.
you go, you still got to pay you.
Yeah, they let you go. You still gotta pay you, bro. Like I don't know why you worried about it, but
Mm.
I mean, in the case of Mike Malone, bro, like according to everything I've been listening to, bro, they said his attitude, bro, was getting a little bit too pushy and everything, and they didn't like that.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
the two people that were fighting, both of them got fired.
Right. But the thing is that Booth didn't really get fired. They wasn't extending him no way, bro, because of the situation. They was just like, all right, it's a little bit unprofessional. You going back and forth with Mike, man. We already know who Mike is. Mike got a habit of screaming at players and screaming at everybody in front office. Yo, do what I say. What I say work, man. And they was like, no, it's Joker. It's nobody else. It's nobody else. I made a mess. I had to clean it
Nah,
up.
yo,
Well,
listen,
I
I'm gonna keep
guess,
it real with you. See, this is what I be saying. Again, people act like nothing matters and you could just plug and play everything. This is kind of funny, but they put the laughing emoji. But when I seen it, I felt for Jokic, man. They got
yeah.
Jokic out here calling plays himself, man. He
I
drawing
made a
up
mess.
plays like I'm the coach. Like he's the coach right now, bro.
I
Like,
spilled
he's the
something.
one drawing up the plays,
Yeah,
bro.
spilled
They
something.
down 73-58. Like, y'all fired a coach. I should do a voiceover. Can't believe they fired
Well,
their
shit, I
fucking.
can do that job. I
Oh,
just tell
no, that's
jokers.
73. Okay, they up. But he's
Nah.
still coaching, though. Damn.
Yeah.
So
I
that
would let
means he
him
can't
do
even
it.
get a
Fuck it.
breathe. They can't. He
I,
got a now, too, on the sideline. Damn.
hey, Breeze. Listen, word on the street is if it wasn't for that 8-game winning streak after that Luka trade, they would have fired him sooner.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
that's word on the street. What's going on? It like the 4-game losing streak is all they really needed. They just needed a reason.
No.
Like
Claude
to,
Smith. Claude Smith
Yeah.
makes sense. He says Mike Malone got a $24 million severance pay.
Ooh.
What? He said he deserved and want a rest. We should move on. He should as hell will. I agree with him. Claude Smith is right. Claude Smith is making a lot of sense right here. I told y'all, chat. Put y'all
Yeah.
comments in the chat. I got y'all.
Yeah, that's true. 24
Hold on. Player
million.
one said Mike Malone will job on another team as soon as he wants. Even though coaches have a short shelf life, the accomplished ones get recycled. Like look at Doc Rivers. This is true. Doc
Yeah, right,
Rivers.
player one.
man, Doc ain't win shit. Doc ain't win shit in 08. It was them niggas, bro. Like he ain't have no damn mojo.
No, but he may be wrong about Doc Rivers being a good coach, but he's right about them recycling coaches. He's
Right.
right about that.
Yeah, of course they do. And they've been doing it for the last for the last 15 plus years.
But
If you
have
really
you
want to be,
noticed that
if you
they
really want to
starting
think
become
about it,
younger?
no. You got to
Have
think
you
about.
noticed the coaches are getting younger?
You look. I put it to you this way: coaches are slightly getting younger, but the thing is,
Yeah.
they pass them around like Philly blunts, bro. Like, come
I
on,
know.
bro. Like,
Yeah, that's true
like
too.
so you got to go all the way back to when Phil Jackson started to notice this shit start happening in the league, and he was just like, and him and LeBron had a little back and forth. That was the
He
last
jumped
time.
out.
That was the last time Phil Jackson knew right ahead. He was like,
He
yeah, let me
jumped
get up
out.
out of here.
He
And
said,
he was
"Fuck
like,
that."
let me get up out of here. Let me get up out the league now.
Yeah, I ain't coming back.
Remember Don Nelson from
I
the
remember
old
him.
Dallas Mavericks? He jumped
Yeah.
out too. He's like, yo, they can't pay me enough. I'm
But
out of here,
Leaf,
man.
Leaf, how old are you, Leaf? You ain't that damn old.
I'm 37. I just turned 37 on Monday.
Oh,
Yeah.
NBA
happy birthday.
historian.
That's right.
Yeah,
Happy
yeah, yeah.
birthday. That's right.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
I meant to, send you a thing in the, email.
Nah, it's cool, man. Oh shit, hey, bro. Like I take all the birthday praises, man. Everybody done call me, but everything that's been happening, bro, with these coaches, it's definitely a carousel going on. But the thing is, with the thing that they don't want today, not just players, but the front offices and the GMs and the higher ups, bro, they don't want what Mike Malone
Hold on,
was displaying.
hold
They
on,
don't
hold
want
on.
none of that.
Hold on, Easy. I didn't block you, Easy. I had to put you ain't on the panel, so you was in the chat. Now I mean, so you put Trey Cam Thomas. I forgot what else you said. I had to put you on timeout. It's kind of like an automatic reflex. Like my hand was
For
just like
30
on
seconds.
the left side. You know what I mean? I didn't really mean to do it
They
like
said
that. You
something
know what
bad
I mean?
about
But
That
our
was
boy.
you know,
You know,
I
that was
threw
a
the
30
link in the
second
chat.
timeout. Easy. He called 30 seconds on that one. You know what I'm saying?
It was kind of like, my eyes. I just, like, oh, I can't believe I seen that shit real quick. I just wanted to not see it real quick.
He-
You know what I mean?
Yo,
Yeah.
Breezy saw
You
Trey
understand?
Cam Thomas. He says, "What the fuck?"
You went on a 10-0 run, Easy. You had to call that 30-second timeout.
Yeah,
Get it
like
back
I was
right.
like,
You know what I mean?
oh man, what's
I
going
told
on?
him before I would punch them motherfuckers in the eye. You better shut up about Cam Thomas.
I said all those good things about Easy before he pulled up and then what? He put
I
that
don't. I don't even want to get into Cam Thomas talk
I
tonight.
know,
I
I
want
know,
to.
I know.
I like. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like this ain't about Mike Malone just getting fired. This ain't about the coach carousel. It's about what I've been saying from Jump Street 24 hours ago when I jumped on this panel. This is about the NBA controlling shit.
Yeah,
That's what it's about, bro. Like the Cronky dude is the head of sports and entertainment, and he's the league governor official, bro, in the league front office. He and the owner of the damn the owner of the Denver Nuggets made this shit happen.
yeah.
They basically moved Denver out of the way. So whatchamacallit moved Memphis out of the way. They moved Dallas out of the way. They
right.
moved Miami out of the way, bro. They just moving teams out of the way to try to get ratings back, man, from the same two suck ass niggas that they plugged in the damn finals 4 years in a row, and it ain't
Yeah,
gonna
Lee,
work.
you know what, Lee? You got a point there, man. There's a lot of politics going on.
It's been a lot, and they ain't even trying to hide it no more.
Nah, they can't because, like you said, money is being lost, and they need to make that money.
Yeah. It's money. It's like the thing is, a lot of the ratings that they miss out on come from YouTube streaming, PC streaming, whatchamacallit, bro. Like they don't even add those ratings anymore. This
Like
time
the things
next,
we doing, yeah.
yeah, this time next year they're gonna try to put more games on on Amazon TV, and they're gonna
Right.
try to put more games on back
On
on
the app.
NBC and on
Li-
the app.
On the
Look,
app.
listen,
It's,
what I'm saying is the whole thing about parity, and I get the whole hoorah, see who could get the 5 championships to kind of solidify careers between Curry and LeBron. I get the whole narrative, I get it. But my thing is, let it, even if y'all did that, don't take away from how competitive OKC could be in these playoffs. Even if you got those other teams out the way, you got Denver out the way, yada yada whoop de whoop. You don't do that shit to OKC. Let them really compete versus Curry. Let me see if Shea is the next. Let the world, let the fans see. Is Shea going to be the next one to take the torch? Not get past the torch from Curry. Take the torch. Beat him this season. Like he says a lot. If his team don't got no NBA championship, this says a lot. If he could get past Curry,
ain't none of them. Ain't none of them
listen,
young ass
my
teams
thing is,
beating the
listen,
Lakers or the Warriors.
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
true.
saying is,
I don't think so neither.
listen, as an underdog, my thing is, bro, Reeves ain't like that. They got LeBron and Luka, yeah, but Reeves ain't like that. OKC could slow him down, bro. And if they just got to for 4 games playing the same team, and people gotta always put emphasis to that too. It's not just 4 games; it's 4 games playing the same team.
Right.
I don't think that Reeves has got enough to help LeBron and Luka get past OKC. They better watch out. I do not care if the Lakers win it again because they already got mad titles. I want to see OKC get past, and I don't just want it like, oh, I just want them to win. No, it's logic to how they could beat that team.
I
It is
understand.
logic. It is logic to how they could beat the Lakers, but that logic falls on his face, bro. When you facing the Warriors play modern day basketball, and Curry leads the pack.
Yep.
The way that they space the court and the way that they run their X's and O's still to this day is still very very fluent. The thing is, once the Warriors start going on runs, and once Jimmy Butler's put in the spot where all he got to do is just get the rebounds and get the easy layups and get the easy dunks, and you still got to worry about Curry, that's when everything that's wrong with the Thunder and the OKC Thunder and all these other young teams that's trying to make a name for themselves, bro, at the expense of the Currys and the LeBrons, but they all start to get exposed. I'm telling you. This shit ain't even really gonna come down to basketball, bro. It's gonna come down to what we already know.
Do
And
you
what
do
we
you
over
think politics really is going to play a role in the thing with Shea being like the man in the league now? If they win the title, would that put him up there with other people's name in that? And you got to remember, he's from Canada.
Listen.
No, it won't, because
Listen,
it didn't do it for Giannis and he won. It didn't do it for Joker and he won.
Listen, the difference between the team with OKC, and again, this is what the NBA want. The NBA wants you to get draft picks in the first, I guess, 6 seasons, and be ready to contend. Say what you want about the Bucks and them winning it. They took 10 years between Middleton and Giannis to win the championship. The NBA wants you to win it in a different window from 4 to 6 years. Right. Again, I think they were wrong. I'm not saying that they right. I'm just being observant.
Right.
For them to do what they did to Luka, I think they were wrong. You know, even if the NBA is involved in having and looking at it like, okay, again, you just feed in the Lakers. The Lakers, they spoil you. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, the other narrative that I would like for it to be true is that they invested in the teams that don't have NBA championships, and you know what I mean, seeing if they're gonna be good with high draft capital. So
but I don't see
I've seen some of that. I've seen some of that, and I think they should continue to do that. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't see the referees making calls. Like when I looked at a little bit of the Knick game, right? Not to talk about the Tangerines, but anyway.
Oh, yeah, they lost. Go ahead. Talk
yeah. The thing was, the referees seem to me like they want them to play their style. You know, like they want them to be in this hunt because they need the ratings.
No, but see, my thing is
because of the, the Lakers, the Knicks. They that old generation. You know,
Scott, you don't have to. Why are you gonna listen? How you gonna sell the fans? We're gonna get an expansion team in Vegas. We thinking about bringing it back to the Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah,
why are you trying to sell that when you only gonna let the franchises that you built the NBA win? This decade, there's been a parity of different NBA champions every year. There's no back-to-back situation. Boston looking close, but there's still no back-to-back situation thus far. And I'm saying all that to say that the parity is good. We don't need to see the same teams dominate unless they really dominate it.
That's true. I don't want to see it.
Listen, Curry is really that good right now. I'm not mad that they still sending talent over there because Curry not washed. It's not like he washed. You know what I'm saying? He's still a top 5 player in the league right now. Am I wrong?
I'm mad they sending talent over there because before they got Jimmy Butler, them niggas was deep in the shitter, bro. They was in the 11th in the West. And when they got Jimmy Butler, they got a lifeline, and now them niggas is top 6. The league. No, it's not a good move. It's a forced move, bro, because we know Pat Riley ain't stupid enough to do that shit unless somebody is in his ear. We already know, bro. Like this the same Pat Riley, bro. But when it came down to trying to make a deal in the off season and get something for Jimmy, he wouldn't even budge on that. But you send him out to the war. You send him to Curry Bay and basically give them niggas a lifeline. That's basically what happened.
Hold on, please.
But they in the West, though.
You just made a point. If he's not going to get nothing for Jimmy, then you move him out because you're going to do him a solid, right? We trying to get somebody for KD.
You're doing the league a solid.
And you like, all right, we'll ship you where you want to go. Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't doing nothing but the NBA front office is solid, bro. Like, and to put this on your mind, bro, the last 4 times that the Boston Celtics won a championship, the year after that, the Lakers won one.
Again, like I said, without Leaf saying any of this, I said that the NBA, again, the Celtics and the Lakers, they founded teams of the NBA.
Right.
The NBA is always going to invest in those two teams because they NBA East and NBA West. That's just my opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only, but I'm just still a student of the game. And from what I've seen, I can understand my logic. You feel what I'm saying? But, it is what it is.
No,
but,
you got a good point.
Listen, look, Memphis, they ain't got a championship. The Indiana Pacers ain't got a championship. The Minnesota Timberwolves ain't got a championship. You feel what I'm saying? They're setting Utah up to get all of these draft picks. I think they're doing the same for us. Phoenix Suns, they had their run. They even changed the team, even though they got, you know what I'm saying? They got KD and Bill to still try to compete for a championship. It didn't work, but they still, you know what I'm saying, investing in these teams that don't have an NBA championship.
Man,
But
that shit dead.
let's go to Sky and Ice. We've been saying a lot, Lee. So let's just go to Sky and Ice. What's up, y'all? What's going on with y'all?
Not much. Everything good. I'm just checking out some of the games. That's all. Can't wait for the season to end.
Okay.
Chat is killing me, yo. Easy. What do you want tonight, bro? Yo.
Oh, well, yeah. See, I seen those comments. He trolling us, and he doing that because I put him on timeout. I'm not putting you on timeout no more, bro. It's only one offense, and that's what you said, and you didn't say it again. So all of this stuff you say right now, you're gonna see that I'm not gonna do it. Even if you do it again, you know what I mean. It was the knee-jerk reaction. You know, we gotta get past this, Easy. Okay, we gotta get past this. You know, stop trolling the chat. Come on the panel. Let's get past this. You know what I mean? Word, but
I go back to you was talking about you ain't gotta pay the money for the gaming PC. What you was talking about? You was talking when Leaf asked that. When Leaf was talking
about the PC. I build PCs.
Oh, you build PCs?
Yes, I build.
You hear that, Leaf?
Yeah, I heard that, man. Yeah, bet. Oh shit. So I'm gonna have to get one.
I mean,
once
basically, I do customs.
Oh, okay.
And you just give me a price of how much you willing to spend, and I build your custom off of that price.
Like the motherboard and all of that shit.
Yes, everything except the keyboard and the monitor.
All right, cool. But I'm in there. I'm out here.
So you basically, if somebody's saying hypothetically 45, and I don't know your prices. But if they hypothetically said $45, then they're gonna get a $45 worth of.
I go and get them that little box, you know, the thing that hooks up to the TV, so you can watch the illegal stuff. Yeah, I get you one of those for $45.
Get them niggas a hot box.
Right.
That's the old school hot box. Yeah.
Right.
No, but I mean, you know,
that's that hot box. Niggas used to watch them free pay-per-views and shit.
500.
500. Yeah.
That's
500. If you spend $500, I can try to get you something that
decent.
You can do pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put some money down soon because I'm trying to get a new spot.
Hold on, Scott. Throw your link in the chat. Get a look at Scott. Daytime, by night, he does podcasts. By day, he is a smooth operator. You know what I'm saying? R&B hits. He's your favorite disc jockey, man.
How the hell he a smooth operator by day though?
Right.
You gotta reverse, bro. Like, come on, bro.
I don't gotta reverse. I don't know what he's doing today. I just know he's doing the podcast right now. So I just said today. Like I ain't, you know what I mean? Sure. Who knows who does what and what time? Somewhere it's in the day right now. You know? Somewhere it's 2 p.m.
Only thing I did today, I did my little podcast. I just talk about how to build a team. You know what I mean? Games.
That's a big podcast. What podcast? What's the name of it?
You know, the Tip Off, the Brooklyn Nets podcast. You heard? Y'all know what time it is. But yeah, I'm just talking about little stuff. Jeremiah, you know what I'm saying? Other players that the Nets could possibly pick up if they listening to my podcast, what they should be, on how to build this team and make sure they get a center. You know what I mean? That's what I was talking about. Same old. Said something about the G League players, you know what I'm saying, represent for the G Leaguers. Talk about Reese Beekman, you know what I mean? People want to not talking about him too much. But I said basically I don't know if he's an NBA player or not, but he had 10 assists last game, so I just pointed out, his little highlight that he had a little 10 assists. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, no, I ain't gonna front. You funny. 10 assists ain't little. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, 10
Anybody
assists ain't
get 10
bad.
assists, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? Worth acknowledging.
Yeah.
Shout to Ice. So Ice, all right. So I'm just asking, what's it like on TikTok? You getting a lot of feedback off TikTok over the things you just doing?
Yeah. I get some feedback. I can say I get a lot. I got some followers starting to build up.
Mhm.
A lot of younger, believe it or not, my following on there is between the age of 18 and 24, something like that. 18 to
Mhm.
28. So a
Yeah.
lot of young people is following my content, and they do
Mhm.
ask questions. They put me on to dude Pettiford that
Yeah.
played for Auburn
Yeah,
point guard.
it's real. My son told me about Pettiford. He was
Yeah,
because
so
in that game, I looked at his stats. He wasn't having a good game. I was like, yo, he ain't really
You're talking
hooping
about the guy from Auburn.
yeah, Auburn. Somebody
Mhm.
put me
Yeah.
on to him. Was like, yo, I want the Nets to draft him because I'm asking questions like, you know what I mean? Who else y'all want? Did I, you know what I mean? Now I'm like Pettiford,
Mhm.
and then I
Yeah,
start
he
seeing his
looked
name,
nice.
seeing his
But you
name
got to
everywhere.
realize, in that age demographic you're talking about, those are the ones going to college, coming from
Yeah.
Yeah,
college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
So
yeah,
young too. He young,
yeah. So
19,
yeah,
I
I'm like,
think.
yo,
even if it's a little bit of feedback, you at least tap it into the right demographic. You know what I mean?
yeah,
18 to
yeah.
24, they
They put me in the chat. Young dudes put me in the chat. They be going to school. They be yo, Ice, yo, who you think is left at 6? Who, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
they rocking with the content on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yo,
Yeah.
so that's what's up, man. Same handle on TikTok.
Same handle on TikTok. Y'all know where I'm at. I'm
Nice.
everywhere right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, and one of my favorite part of the shows the other day when I asked you, I was like, "Go ahead and flex. Go tell him about the flex that you."
yeah,
He was ready too. He was like, "Tell
yeah,
me, boy." He was,
yeah.
man, that was a
Hell
dope.
yeah.
Yo, listen, I
No,
watched the playbacks. Remember, this is an appreciation show. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate all the content creators that pull up to the panel like Ice Scott Leaf. You know what I mean? To support the show. You know what I mean? So, yeah, go ahead. Ice, talk your shit, bro.
no, yeah. Tyrese Martin, that yo, I feel like that was a lottery ball right there. You know, I mean, he hit the Powerball with it.
That's what's up.
Tyrese Martin, you know?
Mhm.
From summer league
Nigga did not just
to
say Tyrese Martin was a lottery ball, bro.
yeah, man. Hey,
I'm
hold
not,
on, hold
yo,
on, hold on,
yo,
hold on,
Ice.
hold
I
on,
don't
hold
got
on,
time for
hold
this
on,
shit, bro.
hold
Come
on.
on,
Chill. You can't ruin the
come on,
moment.
cut this out.
The moment right here. This is a moment. This is a moment, right? When you spot talent and he get a contract, right, for 2 years, I think that was a lottery ball right there.
Do you
He ain't go
think
back.
Gillian Hayes
So
with him too?
respectfully,
He got a
respectfully.
solid contract from the Nets,
Yo, Ice, you
and I
gotta put a
seen that
stop
from
to this shit, bro.
summertime.
Come on, bro.
Nah,
See, Leaf, you gotta respect this handle, bro.
Yeah,
That ain't happened to
yeah,
Con Jones.
yeah. Hey, I'm about to say, don't even. You know what I mean? Don't even.
But
You know
You
Ice,
what I
know
mean?
what? I'm off burger. I'm off niggas that like that is getting little itty bitty contracts, bro. Like
Hey,
I'm setting my sights on Cooper Flag. Niggas is talking to
all right,
me about got
but look, Lee, it's about the content, right? I'm doing I'm pointing out content that nobody else is pointing out. That's why it's a lottery ball. You know what I mean? So when
Facts.
I say Tyrese Martin, everybody like, who is Tyrese Martin? And I'm the only person talking about Tyrese Martin. That's a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
yeah.
Tell him, y'all should be subscribing to his shit. That's what he's trying to tell y'all. Y'all want to get some next content, and I'm saying you see him pull up to the panel and he do work. And again, y'all ain't tapping in. Don't say y'all be tapping in. He should have more subscribers. Keep it real with them. Ice, like show some love, man. Yo, y'all need to be subscribed to his channel. Leafy trying to get 300. I see 3 people subscribe. He had 296. I don't know Scott numbers
Yeah.
exactly, but he did some streams. He got something called, I think, Brooklyn on the Stoop or something like that. He trying to, now I'm saying, come up in the game, subscribe to his page.
and
Now,
now and now I gotta stop and now I gotta start pivoting, bro. Like because Ice want to talk about the G League niggas that's getting money on our team, and then I gotta pivot to shit that could happen around the league, and in order to get other shit going, he want to pivot to niggas like Tyrese Martin and goddamn Drew Timmy. And all of these Long Island net niggas that need to stay down there instead of us getting real players and real talent out of the draft.
Like who? Whoa, no,
Hold on, Breezy, hold on.
I can't let you do Ice like that. Go ahead, Ice.
Yeah, but hold on, I got him. I got him, Breezy. Did Kai Jones not play in the G League? Or don't you talk about Kai Jones who came out of the G League?
Yes, he did. He came out of the G League.
All right. So
I'm trying to move off of Kai Jones. Just like I'm trying to move off of Kai Jones. Just like
Kai Jones.
No, I'm trying to move off of Kai Jones. Y'all bring Kai Jones up to try to make it seem like we on the yeah, but y'all always bring Kai Jones, but you always bring Kai Jones up to try to make it seem like we on a similar platform. We thinking the same. I'm thinking about the niggas. I'm thinking about how about think about the niggas that we missed out on. I don't know, like Tatum and like Brown and like Dame Lillard, bro, who made a top 75 team.
How would you put your feelings like that?
Listen, hold on, listen. Look at the title. It say Nets fans is the best fans. Why would I put them through such agony? Why do that? Why would I put them through pain? Like, yeah, I'm gonna mention it just for the sake of just talking basketball.
Let me tell you why.
No.
You asked me a question.
No, but it was a rhetorical one. No, what I'm saying is, no, bro, I'm not gonna harp on that when we have the opportunity to have a different situation. For you, if you don't know, the draft picks got traded. We played bad that season, and they got the picks. That's not the same situation. We have our own picks. We played bad this season, and we have our own picks. So, no, I don't want to harp on Tatum and Brown. They did what they did. Fine. I want to focus on what's going to happen with the Brooklyn Nets.
I don't want to harp on it neither, Breezy, but I can't ignore the facts. I gotta bring it up, bro. But
I just mentioned it, but I ain't finna to, tell you about all of the stuff that Tatum and Brown is doing. Like, bro, they gotta do whatever they're gonna do. They beat the Knicks, yay. Other than that, I'm focused on the Brooklyn Nets. I hope they listen. You want to talk about the Celtics? I hope they beat the Knicks.
I don't want to talk about the Celtics.
If the Knicks even go to the second round.
I don't want to talk about the Celtics. The only reason why I brought it up is to let people know that bug is still in the air, bro. Like, you got Giannis, you got us being attached to Giannis, bro, for the last 10 days, bro. And obviously everybody don't want it. Obviously everybody don't want it. Hold on. Obviously everybody don't want to hear this shit. Obviously we all don't want it, bro. And I'm on the same page as that. I don't want it, but the fact that whether it's gonna happen or not is not in our control. That's the bottom line. And once he if by any chance he get here, we ain't gonna gotta do nothing but bend the knee and accept this shit as Nets fans.
No,
that's the bottom line.
We'll never accept it. When Harden came here, I ain't accepted. And I was right. He ain't get us no NBA championship. So, like I said, I ain't bending no knee. You see Sparta? He said, I got a cramp in this leg right here. Not bending no fucking knee. And again, my point is this. At the end of the day, the difference from then to now is us, the podcasters, the content creators. They got to be watching all of us to hear what we saying so they understand that the fans should have a voice because we know basketball. That's all I'm saying. We know basketball. They could actually tune in and say, yo, you know what? We should hire these guys.
I've seen a couple guys saying Ice know basketball. That's a fact.
What we should be talking about what niggas we could get from the Nuggets, nigga, now that they got rid of their damn GM and the goddamn coach. Let's go shopping there. That's what we should be talking about. Shit, so them niggas won a damn championship.
You notice on Leaf that we were saying there's no free agent next year?
Yeah, but now
you see the landscape is changing, right?
The landscape is changing now. All you got to do is make the right trades, bro, and you in the money. We should be talking about who the hell we could pick up from the Nuggets to help us. That's what we should be talking about.
That's what they was talking about that before because they was talking about
Sean should be thinking
wanted Michael Porter Jr. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he should be thinking. He should be, talking.
But see, definitely should be talking.
We don't know.
We should be talking about who we could pick up from Memphis. That's another team that packed it in.
Another team.
We should
It's
be
gonna be
talking
some
about who we could
shakeup,
pick up from Dallas. That's another
Yeah.
team that
You
packed
know
it
what,
in.
Lee?
right?
That's your
Yeah,
content. That's your lane. You should be talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the G League, Long Island Nets. You know what I
yeah,
mean,
that's true.
you talk about that, bro. Bring it up. Let me hear something. Who you want from off those
Yeah,
teams?
Iceman,
Let's talk
you
about
put
it.
me on to the G League thing. I wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention. I mean, I knew it was there, but I didn't pay attention.
yeah, man. Hot. It's hot down there. G League is smoking right now. You
But
know what I mean?
Killian Hayes,
Fucking Nuggets
Huh?
about to have a clearance sale, and we
he's
up here
still
talking
hurt,
about
right?
the
I
Long
mean,
Island Nets.
he's
Nah.
That
hurt.
shit is crazy.
Um, did he get hurt recently? I think Killian was still playing. I'm not sure if he got hurt again.
Okay.
I'll
Do you
check.
think he
Hold
can
on.
improve?
Yeah, I think Killian did improve. Um, like I was saying before, they just didn't want to give him a second contract because it was like the 10-day wouldn't make sense towards the end of the season. And then
Right.
they let him go back down to the G League because he said that he didn't want to be at home doing nothing to the end of the season. So he went back to the G League and started playing with them towards the end of the season. I'm not sure if he got hurt again though, towards the end of the season, but he was down there before Timmy got called up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He has, he didn't live up to the potential, but he has skill. You can see it in him. He has the size.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think
He,
of.
he couldn't score that well. And he
Right.
started scoring better this season for the G League, and then he started scoring a little bit better when he played up in the NBA. And Jordy said he liked him. You know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing by that, but he said
I
he
think
liked
his
Killian.
defense is pretty good
Yeah,
because
and
of
he's
his
6'6".
size.
Yeah. He can shoot better now, that's for sure. He shoots a lot better. He still got stuff to work on though, but I'm thinking still they might bring him to the summer league if he can play in the summer league.
Right.
And then they'll go from there. You know what I mean? See if he give him another chance to see if he can make the team.
Now, why I just found out this nigga Desmond Bain is getting 50 mil a year, and ain't nobody else on the team getting barely 40. Yeah, Memphis is breaking this shit up, bro. Like, ain't no way, bro. Like, yeah,
You
send,
think
send me.
so?
Bro, ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way they breaking the bank the for 330 for $330
Well,
million
that coach,
max.
that
But
coach liked Dylan, but he's gone. So
yeah, exactly.
Who
Dylan,
who you
Dylan is gone. He's with Houston. The teams that's still gonna be intact, bro. By depending on how fast our rebuild is probably gonna be Houston. I say Orlando, Detroit. Who else? Maybe OKC. OKC probably got another year or two before they start having to really pay some real money, man, to some of these players because these niggas is having an all time great season.
yeah,
Um, so I mean, listen, it's a lot of paper that's gonna be dealt out, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, I'm going shopping, man. It's time to go to Denver. Hell with that, man. Like let's go
yep.
robbing and shopping out there, bro. Like for real, bro.
I
Like
told
listen.
people, a lot of people were saying, and I remember the conversation we had. I mean, people were saying that there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I'm saying you can't say what you don't know. We just seen a superstar leave one team in the middle of the season and
Mm-hmm.
jump to another team and put them 2 or 3 blocks up into the playoffs.
Exactly. Got them niggas top 3 in the West, bro.
See?
Like everybody think it's LeBron. LeBron's still a number 2, just like he was behind AD when he was there, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
The nigga, like, what are we doing, bro? Like, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, bro. Like, why isn't anybody trying to counter react and conglomerate towards this, bro? The reason being is because the first answer is probably because the NBA won't allow it. That's
Yeah.
the first answer.
Yeah.
But the second answer is that, bro, like if you got ways to counter react, the bullshit that the NBA is trying to pull, bro, like and you do it, then you ruining their plans. A la Denver did, a la Denver in 2023, and a la the Raptors, bro, in 2019, or a la Milwaukee in the Suns in 2021. They
Right.
ruined their plans. They
Yeah.
didn't have no plans for the Suns and the Bucks to meet up in the damn finals. They didn't have no plans for the Heat and the Nuggets to meet up in the finals. This is why this shit is mostly controlled, bro. And niggas, bro, like I just want to find ways to counteract the bullshit. And I'm not gonna do it with the Long Island Nets.
I am. So back to Killian Hayes, right? And Killian Hayes averaged 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists in the G League. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's been hooping, and he shot 30, and he shot 41% from three,
So he
shooting 6
improved.
threes a
He
game.
improved. He
Yeah.
improved. Scoring was what he needed to do. He needed to be a threat to open his game because he always had the skill set to be a point guard. What it was
You talking about
he,
Killian Hayes?
he
Yeah.
had the set.
He don't look at the basket enough.
Right.
Well,
He just
not with
didn't
us.
score. He didn't put a pressure on him.
He didn't get a good enough chance on our Nets team.
Right.
That's why I
because
said in
he
the
was
G League, he
drafted.
averaged 21,
What
21
position was he
and 7
drafted in?
assists, bro. He averaged
Was
21
he
and 7 assists.
third or was he
Was it?
drafted third in his class?
I think so. When was
I think he
Killian?
went
What's
top.
the
I
number
think he
of
went
something
top
like that?
5, bro. But
Yeah, he was up there.
yeah. I think he
Detroit
went
picked
top
him up.
5 somewhere. But the story of Killian Hayes, bro. The sample size, you got to go back to when he was in Detroit and when he was getting minutes. A lot of the things that he was doing then, he's doing now. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So like he didn't really look at the basket, bro. He was a up tempo player. We knew he could defend at 6'6" somewhat, bro. But realistically, bro, it wasn't really a plus on the floor. The thing is that when you got a Cade Cunningham, you need shooters around him. That's kind of
Right.
how they got the team set up
Exactly.
now.
Exactly.
So Killian Hayes, bro, like he has to be somewhere kind of where he needs the ball in his hands and he has shooters around him, bro. Like a la Ben Simmons, when they tried to build around his weaknesses, bro. Like and a lot of other teams and a lot of other play, but the thing and a lot of the teams and a lot of other players is gonna figure that out about some set players that don't really space the floor like that. So
Yeah.
the thing is
So
that
his
you got to
thing
figure
was
out a way to maximize talents like that.
so his thing was he wasn't good enough to take the spotlight from Cade, and he needed to develop real quick, which he didn't have time to.
Yeah.
So those are the two things that kept him like, Detroit was like, nah, you gotta go.
We
we're
picked
gonna
him
get
up
rid
in
of
the
you,
G. Put him in the
because we
G.
need it now.
All right.
That's basically what it is. And I think what's the kid that was that got injured for them? Ivy. I
Ivy,
think
yeah.
Ivy, bro. Like he another player that probably need the ball in his hands a little bit more. I don't think he's gonna be able to share the backcourt with Cade. What
Nope.
Cade needs in that backcourt is a 3-and-D
Shooter.
guy. He needs
Yeah.
shooters, and
He
he
need
needs shooters
wings
in
and
it.
shooters around
Yeah,
him.
he
Yeah.
need wings and shooters,
It-
and I don't know if him and K gonna survive in that backcourt. It's like some of these guards, bro, like with different skill sets, they need their own team. I was
Right.
talking about Stephon Castle, bro, and how he's good with the ball in his hands. He's not really good off the ball. Maybe that's the player that maybe that's the guard that San Antonio need to build around as opposed to just picking up De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
If you bringing Chris Paul in there for student teacher sessions, bro, like the student should be Stephon Castle.
Right.
That's who it should be. Like if you bring in De'Aaron Fox in for student teacher sessions, for tutor sessions, the tutor should be De'Aaron Fox, and the student should be Stephon Castle. He the young guy. He gonna be there a while. He about to win a rookie of the year, probably running away, and that's the guy that's gonna need the ball in his hands. Then now you got your ball handler, and you got Wemby who could be able to play off the ball.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got shooters around that with Vassell and all them other dudes. So you gotta figure out a way to maneuver these skill sets, bro, in your favor. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
funny you
So
said that, Leaf, because we seen that on our team on the Nets when early this season where our point guard before we traded him was
Dennis.
making the team look good. and he looked
Yo,
like
hold
garbage
on.
when he was with the Lakers.
Hold on, what Bill Johnson talking about? He said, I heard enough of this. Peace out, Breezy and Nets fans that truly want better. Yo, what did you? I stepped away for 2 minutes, man. What did y'all say, man? Yo, what is going on right now? Listen,
He said, I heard enough of this. I don't know what
well,
Bill was talking
hold on.
about.
Shout to Bill Johnson. I think he's an anti-tanker. He's somebody that wants the Nets to do well right now and every season
Yeah.
and compete every
No,
season.
we
But
in rebuild.
without listen to
You better go watch Long Island, my guy.
hold on. What I've been saying to fans like Bill Johnson is the process to getting this, how you say, oh, Easy said you crashed the whip. The process to getting these to talent because of the CBA, the way it works is designed for you to be able to have player develop. They don't want you to quote unquote buy an NBA championship.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that all might be true, but we got to remember
Yeah,
at the end of
nah,
the
yeah.
day, even when you do win the NBA championship, bro, like listen, a lot of payroll is gonna have to be handed out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody winning no NBA championship, man, with a whole bunch of goddamn G leaguers. That's not happening.
No,
You
that's
know what I'm
not.
saying?
That's
So
not
it
gonna
is what it is.
happen like that. Nah.
It's not happening, bro. So I mean, listen, we look at the end of the day, bro. Like we got to focus on getting this top talent, bro, out of this draft and figuring out a way to maneuver around it and get role players to fit around it.
Right.
And for starters, bro, we should be shopping at goddamn Denver and goddamn Memphis.
Yeah,
You
it's gonna
still
be a
ain't saying who you
shakeup.
want on
I ain't
them
gonna
teams,
lie.
bro? Who you
There's gonna
want
be a
off
shakeup.
the team? Let me know who you picking up, Lee. Who you want to go get off them teams?
Well, I want to get off them teams, bro. I want to
Yeah.
get some of
Who you
the. I
want
want
to
to get. I want to get the niggas. I want to get the niggas that's gonna be low bread, bro. Like if we gonna start off with MPJ. He ain't gonna be looking for no damn crazy pay. By the time
okay.
he off that contract, bro, he gonna be down to what, like 15 mil a year, 15 to 19 mil a year. We was paying goddamn Dorian Finney-Smith that shit. Come on, bro.
Mhm.
Like, come on now, bro. Like we could pay that out. And that's basically you basically getting a more athletic version of Cam Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So like you got somebody that can shoot, got somebody that can rebound, pass, all that crazy shit, and do other shit on the basketball court. And he about a legit 6'10". So now you got your small forward right there. We could go down the list, man. We Christian Brown don't sound bad, bro. Like because he been proven as a player. Like some of these niggas on these teams is better than everybody that we've been putting out on the goddamn court. Like I'll
Mm.
take these niggas, bro. Like I'll take these niggas while we still drafting our legitimate talent out of the draft. If we ain't gotta trade, we ain't gotta do astronomical trades that's gonna mess with our draft stock. We could just
So,
trade for role. We could just trade for role players while we get our star talent out of our guys out of the draft that we gonna mold into the number ones and the number twos and the number threes on our team.
all right. So Michael Porter Jr. average salary is 35 a year, and it goes up to 40. He
Mhm.
make 40 mil in 2026 to 2027. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
You
But
talking
but the
about
thing, yeah, but I'm talking about down the line. Like we don't got to
right,
get them now. You know what
right,
I'm
right.
saying? But like eventually we could go. We could still have these players on our mind, bro. Aaron Gordon is probably on his last legs. He ain't really got that step that he used to have. He's still underneath the basket. He's still close to the basket, but Aaron Gordon, I don't know if I don't like. He's the power forward mold that you want, but you want to try to get the younger version of him. You know what I'm saying? So like the best thing is to get somebody with some his type of skill set out of the draft and have them basically, go to basically have him under that tutelage while if he was to get a player like him. You know what I'm saying, bro? I obviously I'd be a fool to say if Joker's available, we shouldn't get Joker. You know what I'm saying? I'd be a fool to say that. I'd be a fool to say that, bro. I mean, shit, who don't want Joker? You know what I'm saying? So I
Memphis
mean,
don't really.
So
I mean, Phoenix really don't have anybody I want.
I say
no,
other than D Book, man, I don't really want none of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I like other than D Book, I say maybe Tyus Jones. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these teams is having clearance sales, bro. Like, it's like 4 different teams in the West, bro. Like that's gonna go right back into lottery mode after the season or after
Denver,
the
Phoenix,
next 2 seasons, bro. Like, and
Memphis.
while we, yeah, the like Suns, Grizzlies, goddamn, Dallas. Come on, bro.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, you from Dallas, yeah.
yeah, I can't forget about Dallas neither, bro. I mean, Dallas got some vets. I mean, Najee Marshall probably don't want no real bread. I mean, shit, he gonna be like PJ Washington probably gonna be up for grabs. Daniel Gafford probably gonna be up for grabs. Derek Lively might be up for grabs. Any one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Mm,
it's just a lot of players in the pool to pick from, bro. Like in terms of role players to fit around your drafted talent.
Yo, hold on,
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta close out. Yeah, I'm gonna be back with more content. So we play the I think the Hawks tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today. So yeah, I'll be back for that. And I'm gonna be checking for Ice Scott and Leaf content, man. I'll probably be in the chat if y'all do something before that.
Yeah.
Shout to y'all, man. Again, this was a thank you for the Nets fans. We the best fans. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate all of
peace.
y'all. Peace.